Hello, hello, beautiful person watching this. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Silent Run. On this channel, I like my recordings with some commentary and general discussion about this beautiful game that we play. Having a look, probably going to take the lose all gold for Rare Relic. That's a great option, and the other ones aren't super exciting. Max health is there, and choose a card is there, which is just okay. Get an Incense Burner, which will give us one intangible every 6 turns. An excellent relic, and this is an Incense Burner run. As of floor 0, we're going to be trying to use that, putting it on the right number, and hopefully blocking a large amount of damage thanks to our efforts. And that lets me comfortably go left in my mind. I can hopefully take this this regular elite before a campfire, and hope to not die in the meantime. Bit of a tough hand here. Oof. Triple block. Hopefully draw 2 strikes here. Got there. And burner on 5, going into hallways is usually fine. Eviscerate here on floor 1. Gonna have to click on that. Some excellent early damage. And very nice, actually, mistake. Could have strike, neutralize the left one, and then defended. So I took 1 more than I should have. But yeah, the burner there was good. They were both hitting me. Angry slimes. And early, really early rare, there's a die. Gonna click on that, of course. Some great early damage. I take the gold against Face Trader there. I really hate getting bad face. An excellent way to just lose the run outright when you don't have to do that. Seems, in my mind, is foolish to ever gamble there. Like, almost ever. And prepared for our Eviscerate could be better than Deadly Poison. I do, in fact, take it. And so we're about to go into an elite after this. Gremlin Knob really wants burner on 3. Lagavulin, 3 is fine. And then Sentry is probably 2 to block the turn 2 double hit. But not important enough relative to the other fights to put it on 4. Definitely want it on 3, because Gremlin Knob and Lagavulin are so spooky. So have it on 3 now, it's excellent. Really early Tactician here, but that's very ambitious. Gonna take the Tactician instead. Or the Sucker Punch. And so I know that as long as I wake up here, I will have the, or next turn, I will have burner blocking a big hit here. So that was a great opening hand. We had the prepared for the Eviscerate and a die, so just do that. And then next turn I'll be taking only 1 instead. And I actually liquid bronze here. I'm so afraid I don't have enough damage. That was bad. I could have eviscerated there. And I also should have played defend if I wasn't going to do that. Double mistake. Whoopsie. And so the liquid bronze here, even though it's only going to do maybe like 9, is I consider that might be important enough. So playing strikes over defends to try to get there as fast as possible here. Have to eviscerate, just too much damage. So down to 4 health, this looks very scary. And then that eviscerate just got there. So not clear the liquid bronze actually mattered there. I could have had the next turn as well to do more damage, but I would have been double strength minus. So it was definitely close, and I'm fine with the decision to use it, of course. Liquid bronze really not at its best in Act 1, broadly speaking anyway. It's fine to ditch it there. And a tough fight, but I do have the burner next turn, so I won't be taking too much damage. Slime unfortunately not hitting us. I actually would have preferred it did. And die. Sucker Punch gets there. And as much as I still feel like I need damage, there's a well-laid plans, and well-laid plans is, you don't always find one of those, so really important. And we found a sundial from our first elite, giving us a 2 energy whenever we reshuffle 3 times. And then Matryoshka, our next 2 chests we find, will have additional relic in it. And that's actually not great here. We would have really preferred finding an immediate power boost as opposed to possibly a bonus later. Of course, if you don't make it to the next 2 chests, then Matryoshka didn't do anything. And hoping that I have enough damage this turn to get out. And I found Eviscerate. It's actually massive. I think I was short if I didn't find that. So, whew, made it through. Sneaky Strike looks pretty good with a Prepared already in our deck and a well-laid plans. Past me agrees. And die on turn 1 of this guy is huge. And now what? Kill the fat gremlin. And take 7. Ouch. Definitely a bit of a brutal one. Burner's coming up here. And there's another elite, so I'm interested in trying to put it on 3 again for Lugga or Sentries. But we're taking 2 here, we're already very low. I still do it seems. So taking some damage here on purpose to charge the burner, of course. So this Act 1 is looking incredibly sus, I have to say, but ends up working out, of course. And I want one more. I want it on 4, it seems. Sentries existing is my big thing, I suppose. And maybe I don't even go to this elite, like I'm too low. Probably. I find a shop, and there's Apotheosis here, that's really good. So, perspective kind of shifts when you find Apotheosis. It's like, okay, if I just live, I'm pretty strong. I actually do still go to the elite. Wow. I didn't expect that, I have to be honest. So down to 2, and Burner's gonna go off here. A very poor hand here. Ouch. How do I not die here, actually? Is this the right run? Die is going to be good. I may have simply died to Lagavulin here, so I think it was wrong to go to this elite and kind of like maniac behavior to click on this elite node, to be honest. What was he thinking? But I did set up perfectly for this fight. Gotta find another defend here, or kill. Did find the kill. So, whew. And Burner's on 3, and we found a Meat on the Bone as well. Meat on the Bone healing us for 12 after each combat, if we're below half health, and that'll be nice going into the slime boss here. Another very spooky looking turn here. Gonna Prepared into Sneaky Strike. Luckily, they're all very low health rolls here. This could have been very bad as well. So, I could have backflipped first, hoping to find Neutralize. I whiffed on it anyway, but I do Weak Pot there to live. And I do want Burner on a number that's closer to 6 for Slime Boss, of course. Preferably 3 would be great. But sadly, we're at 2. We can't live here, so I have to kill it. Ouch. And another Eviscerate could be pretty good. And now Prepared is going to be upgraded because of Apotheosis. And so, that's going to be discarding 2 cards, so it's actually really quite good, this Eviscerate. And we need more damage, of course. So Eviscerate is really, really good damage when you have waste discard. 0 energy to deal 27 is crazy damage. Prepared. And I know I still have another Eviscerate in here, I think. Gonna probably check my draw pile. Yep, so gonna rip the Liquid Memories, or the Distilled Chaos. Every time I mix those up, of course. And a huge split here. Huge, huge, huge split. So I actually didn't even need to rest, actually. But of course, you cannot know that the fight's going to go as well as it did here. Burner's going off here as well. Ideally would be able to charge it again for the next act. Having it on like 5 and then walking into looters, for example, pretty good, but I just get out instead. A bit unusual. And After image, not amazing here. We're not playing that many cards. We have escape plan and prepared, but other than that, not that much. And we have a Phantasmal Killer here with our double Eviscerate deck, so a card I don't normally click on, but I'm pretty happy about that here. Definitely interested in doubling our damage. We have a well-laid plan, so just play the Phantasmal Killer, keep around the Eviscerate. Next turn it does so much damage. We have 2 of them, in fact. And we have pretty much no poison, just a poison stab, so looks like we're doing damage with attacks here. Very happy to click on that. And unexciting relics here. Consider clicking Black Star for a moment. But Slaver's Collar is solid. Just a solid in elites and bosses we have more energy. Seems good. Hallway fights could be a little bit spooky, but hopefully the prepared Apotheosis Eviscerate stuff is enough to get through those. Probably go down the middle, take a 2 elite path. Otherwise, you'd have to go left and take the super elite, which might be too spooky. But maybe I think I can do it. There's a campfire before the first elite, so looks like I'm going there. I was feeling very feisty in this run, it seems, taking what I would consider the most insane path possible each time. But we are pretty strong. We have Apotheosis, and we do have Slaver's Collar now, encouraging us to fight more elites, as it's only useful in elite fights and boss fights. And happy enough to not have the burner here, as the birds healing 1x6 is par for the course, and it wouldn't actually get any better if burner was up. So I can break that bird with Eviscerate and Sneaky Strike. Weaken another bird, take 12. Keep the Eviscerate. Letter Opener would be good if I could play 3 skills. Should probably happen this turn. Ooh, that dies here, but probably just say that for next turn. Block this turn. Apotheosis bottom card, sadly. And Burner is going to go off again, which is bad. We're not going to be able to get it all the way back around. So I just get out, Burner's on 0. I could have certainly waited a bit there, but that's okay. Blade Dance looks pretty good. It's a skill, and we have the Letter Opener, and it's just a good card anyway. And yeah, apologies, I didn't actually mention that Letter Opener. But yeah, it does 5 damage every time I play 3 skills in 1 turn. This normally is... excuse me. This normally is quite good, but we have Apotheosis, so I just move a strike instead. Membership card has to go, sadly, but Footwork is here, and we're more than happy to click on that. Finesse would have been also very good, but we don't have enough money. And unfortunately, Bottled Flame is the one not attached to the key here. We would have loved to key the Bottled Flame, and instead we'll just be passing, I think. Die is here, and I think I actually do remember taking that for just Die for Slavers. This will stop being good eventually, as we want to draw Apotheosis faster, kind of the backstab philosophy. But as it stands right now, going into these elites, Gremlin Leader as well, having the Die on turn 1 reliably is actually pretty good, and so I'm fine with it, although if it was against the key, I certainly would have keyed it, absolutely. But it just felt bad to leave it on the ground. Can keep the Neutralize around. And because I Strength Potted, I can actually kill the Sneaky Gremlin here, which is very huge. Gives it a much higher chance of not hitting us next turn. But still might. It doesn't. Pretty lucky. Gotta kill this guy. Eviscerate Strike should do it. I'm keeping the damage. I want to be able to kill the Gremlins again when they respawn. And ouch! And Burner is on the wrong number. Punished for not charging him more earlier. Take a lot and get frailed and weakened here. Thank God we have this meat on the bone, of course. Making up for my poor decisions. May have had lethal there, but of course I would like to charge Burner more. And so I'm going to be waiting, hopefully, for some more turns, as many turns as I can. Let's see, it's not hitting me here, so I can yet again get out. And like, yeah, the super elite is coming up, so I need to have this on 4 or 5, or I may just die to super elite slavers on turn 1. Definitely possible. So we are waiting, and hopefully yet again it doesn't hit us. It does. Ouch. So yes, we're gonna have to get out here, of course. Burner on 3 is better than nothing though. And find a kunai. Whenever we play 3 attacks in 1 turn, we get a dexterity for that fight. That's a excellent relic when we have blade dance and whatnot going on. I rest. And anchor is an excellent relic, and I now get to key an ancient tea set. Anchor, of course, giving us 10 block on turn 1. Very happy to have that right here, of course. Going into this super elite strength slavers, our nightmare here. Max health would have been worse. And managed to kill 1 on turn 1 there, that's pretty good. With the power of die bottled. And take 16 damage still. Brutal. Double my damage next turn. Proc letter opener twice. Love to see that. And now our damage is doubled, I can kill a middle one. Keep footwork. Maybe. Apotheosis not getting drawn yet again. It's being very elusive. And I'm trying to find a way yet again to charge burner, but oh, I do in fact take 2 for it. More elite coming. So against Book of Stabbing and Leader, we probably want it on 4. If Ground Leader attacks us on turn 2, then it's very nice to have, of course. But gotta get out here. It's fine. An Ornamental Fan, another ninja relic. Whenever we play 3 attacks in 1 turn, we will gain 4 block. Very exciting. So Blade Dance is becoming better and better here, of course. We really want more Blade Dances. Gives us dex and gives us block. And very, very good. Ew, bad hand. This is why a Phantasma Killer can be mediocre sometimes. Like, that turn was so disgusting because we had it in our deck, and it's not doing a lot this turn either. Can't even play an attack there. Ouch. And burner goes off. Hopefully can find a way to charge it again. We do have a good amount of decks here, and all of our skill cards are upgraded, so hopefully can just outblock this Spheric Jardian and hope to charge our thing more. Play dodge and roll. Oh, this is a mistake I remember. I thought I was full blocking. It was not actually weakened, and I think I thought it was. So that's a huge mistake. Took 6 for no reason. Definitely a very ugly. Ouch. But the principle still stands, of course. I didn't have to take that damage, I just didn't play a card for some reason. It's definitely still correct to be doing what I'm doing. And I want to get out this turn, so I keep the Eviscerate. Heal with Meat on the Bone. Tactician is here, that looks quite good. With double prepared. There's also a Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger will be upgraded. It's excellent with Kunai and whatnot. It's basically a little bit worse than Blade Dance. I mean, it's a lot worse than Blade Dance, but it also blocks as opposed to the Blade Dance. And so 7 times 2 is good. Hope that it hits us for 24 next turn. And can ditch the block cards as long as we play 3 attacks this turn. We will block for 4. And I can keep the defend in my hand for next turn. Considering spending 4 health to strike. I decline. And yeah, this Tactician's going to be massive, of course. Really need to find some more draw. Would love to see Acro. Acro is our #1 guy, but also some backflip would be good. Of course, we have Apotheosis and our footwork, so any backflip would be welcome here. Pretty good fight overall there, and we found a Shuriken as well, and a Calculated Gamble or Tools. Both seem quite good here, but Gamble might just be better because we can mulligan to find the Apotheosis faster, of course. And Shuriken will give us 1 strength whenever we play 3 attacks in 1 turn. So we have the full ninja suite here, all 3 of them. That's always exciting and fun. Very happy about that. So now we really, really want Blade Dance. It's the best card in the whole game for us here. Actually, Potion seems unnecessary. I was already blocking for most of this damage. And we do have Meat on the Bone. Could have considered just taking some damage here. If we can take 7, we are healing, in fact. Can't quite do it this turn. Anyway, it's gonna die, and it wouldn't have lined up anyway due to the dodge and roll block. Six is the wrong number as well. But I don't think past me was thinking about Meat on the Bone at all, to be honest. In that way, of like trying to juice it like that. And Backflip is here. I am certainly going to be clicking on that. Already have 1, but more the merrier here. And here we go. We start taking backflips. We're still looking for Acro, but I don't think I get offered a single one in the entire run. But place your bets on how many backflips we find and take. And not a fan of this fight. Chosen hates on the silent rather hard. We love playing non-attack cards. Next turn we get Burner, it's excellent. On kind of the wrong turn, unfortunately. It's vulnerabling us right now, and then we will need the block next turn. Considering playing Phantasmal Killer, I do. Oh wow. Just got weakened instead, and then didn't even take another attack. Eviscerate's in there. Gonna be gambling it away, probably. Unfortunate. Dodge and roll, defend, gamble. Hope to draw, block. I drew not only Eviscerate, but also Survivor, the best block card. Very good. Only take 2, and it's actually exactly in the Meat on the Bone range as well. It's perfect. Now can I get out? I just pass here. No need to keep trying to dig, adding more dazes into our deck when we can just chill. Blade Dance is here again. I'm taking that over Concentrate even, which would have been pretty good as well. But we don't have quite enough draw to support the Concentrate yet, I would say. We need like 8 more copies of Backflip, and then we'll be fine. And into Automaton, and we wanted... I didn't mention this, but yet again, burner stuff. I was really locked in on the burner at the time. Burner on 0 against Automaton blocks the Hyper Beam. And that's what I was thinking of there. I didn't want to kill it too fast. So very happy about my decision to leave it on 0. There's my Apotheosis. I want to want that back. Please. So we're going to kill one on the right. And I didn't mention, but I did upgrade a Well-Laid Plans, of course. When you have Apotheosis, you may draw the powers before the Apotheosis, and then if you play them, they won't be upgraded. So you want to try to upgrade those if possible. Yeah, don't need to pitch those. Yeah, we're looking pretty strong now. Very happy to find the other copy of Blade Dance. The triple ninja relics are cooking. Very exciting. And takes the only 1 damage from this. We probably would have full blocked anyway. Oh wait, it's dead? Okay. And I probably wait for Burner again. I'm like, okay, let's pump the brakes a little bit here. It would be nice to have Burner on the higher number going into Act 3 as well. We have so much dex because of all the dex from Kunai. We can just block every turn, it doesn't matter at all. I'm not sure why I'm playing things, to be honest. So, just gonna get out with it on 4, probably. Seems good. And we've done it. Now this after image looks quite amazing. So much Blade Dance and whatnot, and the other 2 cards are not very good. I almost had a Grand Finale run recently. I took Grand Finale really early and built my deck around it and almost won. Got to like Act 3 boss, I think, and died. Very sad. One day you will see a Grand Finale run from me. I really love the card, but I never click on it because I think it sucks. But like actually finding a way to do it is very fun. Runic Pyramid in particular makes it very possible. But yeah, you have to find some way to keep it in your hand. You have to also find a way to manipulate your deck so you can draw to exactly 0 cards remaining in your draw pile without reshuffling. It's not like the card sucks when you can do it. It's really good, of course. It's 0 energy, deal 1 billion damage, but actually being able to play the card is rather tricky. And also unnecessary. You can win by not doing that, obviously. So what's the point? And Burner being on 4 here, bummer, as we are taking 31 damage from the Targling's turn 1. I can actually just backlit defend and only take 3, which is pretty good. But maybe I just play Well-Laid Plans. Nope. Past me would have, like, past me, me from the distant past would have definitely played Well-Laid Plans and taken too much damage there, but I'm finally getting the, okay. It's not worth 7 health, really. Like, we don't need it that badly against Darklings. It is a great card, though, of course. I just didn't get rid of Tactician for some reason. Can I possibly explain that? No, I can't. We really need more draw still, definitely. Took an empty cage over some other stuff, apparently. Just card removes. Apparently those rewards were really bad from the boss, as I normally, you know, would value other stuff over empty cage as the silent, probably. Although it is good, 2 card moves obviously quite good, but just usually not the best of the 3 options presented. And having a hard time actually finishing these Darklings off. I was hoping to put Burner on a good number, but then I couldn't kill on the turn that I wanted to get out. So I'm probably going to let it go all the way back around here. Unfortunately. Apologies for your viewing experience. But yeah, getting out with Burner on the wrong number here is stupid. Some fights are very spooky. We scale rather hard. Very cool. Yeah, wanted on 4. Got out. Another backflip is here. That's backflip number 3, I think. Get in. Third eviscerate is an option. Accuracy is here. But we might have enough scaling with the shuriken and whatnot. And orrery is here. And there's also a finesse, which is 0 cost, always reliable block. Fourth and fifth backflip, I think, are there. Take a backflip. Take a backflip. That's 5, I think. And still have not seen one copy of Acro the entire run. Have not even been offered one at any point, even with an orrery involved here. That's incredibly unusual. You are very favored to at least see a particular common at least once. And I think you're even favored to see it multiple times. Although that's not like a guaranteed thing, but it's borderline guaranteed that you see a common once per run. And since I have the burner on this turn, I can attack into the spiker without having to worry. Just gonna block this exploder, it seems. Oh, I can... Nope. Yep, I can actually kill it. And that's rather awkward. And what do I do with these shivs? I can actually still play them well. Excellent. I think I forgot about letter opener in the moment. A good fight. Deflect could be pickable here. Seems good with letter opener and a lot of dexterity with kunai and whatnot. The more draw we find, the better it gets, of course. It's gonna be 0 energy to block for a lot. Same reason as finesse, essentially, except finesse even better, draws a card. Finesse is huge here. I cannot understate how massive that card is. One of those cards, you know, the 0 cost. Flash of Steel and Finesse are 2 of the big colorless uncommons you should be looking for in the shop. Like, they're not always worth buying, of course, but when they are, and you miss it, that's a bit tough. After Image is actually not doing a lot here. Maybe it was wrong to take. Even though it seems so good, like, we are blocking so much with other means, that maybe it's just getting in the way. It's usually good, though. In theory, it's good, and I think it's good against the heart. I do. It's essentially causing the Beat of Death to deal 1 less damage per card played. And we have the burner again, so just gonna attack into the spikers. Get out with it on 0, unfortunately, but that's fine. Terror is huge here, wow. Been missing that. Red Mask Salesman offering for only 49 gold, I'm gonna take that, that's a bargain. Thank you, Red Mask Salesman guy. So I know that I have Die and letter opener. Huge Blade Dance. Footwork too slow, even with 4 energy. Oof, this isn't very good. Strike on the left one, or I can Explosive Pot actually, to make sure I kill them both. And I have to nooch the right one, so the Repto's gonna be hitting us rather hard. Take 21, ouch. Could have backflipped first and then kept whatever I drew. Would have been Tactician backflip. Obviously better. And now we're doing it. We have so many backflips after that orrery we bought. Burner's on 5, just get out. Seems fine. Could have gotten 3 more damage and gain more health with meat on the bone, but seems better to just get out with the burner on 5. Considering Cloak and Dagger, I think, but nah. And Endless Agony. Good with the Ninja Relics, of course. But I think we're good. Yeah, I'm counting 5 backflips so far. It's still 0 acros the whole run. Oh, this giant head is in peril, guys. Can proc the Ninja Relics twice here. Excellent. Forgot to mention Happy Flower. Happy Flower gives us 1 energy every 3 turns. Did I forget to mention any others as well? The Oddly Smooth Stone, I think, giving us the 1 dex, of course. But yeah, I apologize. I'm trying to get a video out every single day, and sometimes commentary is, or the relics slip my mind, and I'm sure many of you know what they do, but it's still nice to mention them. I remember when Orrery was a boss relic. I don't remember much about the early access period, but I remember seeing Orrery in the boss reward screen, that's for sure. That was back when I was really quite bad at the game. So, pretty good fight there, of course. And do I take 1,000 cuts? Seems unnecessary, but it's fun, and that's what's important, of course. Do, in fact, take the 1,000 cuts, it looks like. This is the way I posture when I'm about to click a card. Singing Bowls here, very late. Allowing us to gain 2 max health instead of skipping in cardboard screens. And Lantern gives us 1 energy on turn 1, of course. The Maul is not going to have a good time here. It's 1,000 cuts, similar to Afterimage. It's like, yes, we're playing a lot of cards, but the cards we're playing are so good anyway for us, considering our relic bar and whatnot. That's like, does it even matter that we also have these additional effects whenever we just play a card? Our deck is just very good all around, and I don't think the 1,000 cuts or the Afterimage are doing very much here. But Afterimage could help in the earlier parts of each fight before we have all of our dex and strength scaled up. Once we've gotten, 5 decks or whatever from Kunai, then Afterimage kind of stops mattering as we have just so many backflip. There's another backflip, by the way. That's 6 backflip. Keep them coming. I will probably be playing these Blade Dances here. There's a bit too much juice. And hope that I don't, maybe just 1. And then that's fine, it's doing the block thing. Can keep the other one for next turn. Had to make sure to not get cursed, of course, but also wanted to do some damage and gain some stats. Gotta get out here. I decided to Eviscerate instead of Poison Stab like a maniac. I wouldn't have been able to... I mean, I could have played Eviscerate again if it cursed me again, but that's yet again, playing Russian roulette a second time. But what are the odds that it does it twice in a row, right? Of course. Actually, still to this day, do not know how many attacks this enemy has. It feels something like 5 to me, including the curse. There's the block one, there's the debuff one, there's the multi-hit, there's the big attack. And then there's the curse, and I can't really think of any of the others. I've certainly never gone through and, you know, looked up what every monster does. I just know from playing and watching the game what everything does. Pretty good, and burners on 4, very good. Consider another deflect, but nope. Max health. And second tactician is here. Fume's also here. Doesn't seem like what we're doing though. Just sort of remove a strike. Oh, I was. This is funny. I was trying to remove the. This is how this works. You can't remove a card you've bottled. The card has been removed from your deck and placed into the bottle, and you cannot remove the card. I was searching for the die to get rid of it, so we can consistently draw better cards on turn 1 now. But it's not in here. It's nowhere to be found. So yeah, remove a strike instead. Yeah, I don't think I knew that. I don't think I ever tried to remove a bottled card before. And so I didn't actually know that that's how that worked. But like, I remember hearing that or knowing that somehow a little bit. I just had never put myself in the position, like, personally, and so it just slipped my mind. I will certainly never try that again. So I know that I have this Wally plans, and I just played Phantasmal Killer, so everything dies next turn. Die. Plus Phantasmal Killer's gonna 28 to everything, so I just let him hit me. And even though we have this burner on 4, just kill everything, of course, it's fine. Good terror. Blade Dance. Still haven't found Apotheosis. We're now so strong that we don't even need Apotheosis, really. Obviously, it's still quite good, but we don't feel neutered without it anymore, which often is the case with Apotheosis. You feel like if you haven't drawn it yet, it's a disaster, kind of. But I certainly am not getting that impression watching this at all. Looking pretty good. And I'm interested in charging the burner again. Going into Time Eater, I'd love to have it on 4. Sometimes he does debuff turn 1 into big hit on turn 2. It'd be nice to have that. And is that our 7th backflip? Looks like it. See, at this point I was just mesmerized. I was like, how is it possible that I think I've seen 9 backflips. I skipped 1 or 2 this run. And yet I have seen 0. Big old goose egg number of acrobatics, which would be the preferred card here with Tactician in my deck and whatnot. And it draws more, obviously. Although backflip is insane. Of course, we have Kunai. I'm not complaining about finding backflip or anything. It is just kind of crazy that we didn't find any copies of Acro the entire run. And Time Eater kind of hates on our deck a little bit, of course. We have so much small cards, but the reality is that we can outscale the Time Eater by still playing these Shiv cards, which will give us decks, and we should be fine. You just have to understand that, like, when to chill on a turn and when to have a huge turn, basically. Interested in blocking for a lot here, of course. I gotta weaken it here with Sucker Punch. Yeah, I can keep the shibs, so I don't have to redraw those. And backflip this turn will make our turn good. Probably. Hopefully the more backflips. Oof, actually kind of a bad hand. No need to nooch, it's already weakened. And would love to keep the artifact and the Dupot for the heart. Artifact blocks the vulnerable. And Dupot, of course, can copy After Image or Footwork. Both quite good. And yeah, I can't quite play Blade Dance here, but that's okay. Backflip Blade Dance seems great. And probably can just play 12 cards this turn, or just let it pass. Yeah, there's no need to do anything here. I would like to find Phantasmal Killer, but that involves drawing cards, and we shouldn't be playing cards here. Don't even keep Blade Dance, kind of interesting. But I guess I saw what was coming and I was like, eh. Can I play all the cards? Yes, I can. Death by 1,000 backflips. It's true. Imagine being this giant snail and this girl with a knife comes in and just starts backflipping over and over and kills you. Wouldn't that be very emasculating? Excuse me. So we've done it, although I can wait till next turn to put burner on the good number again. Man, I was really into this burner the entire run. I'm happy to see it as well. It is obviously important. So Donadeka attacks for only 24 on turn 1, and we have Anchor. And then on turn 2 they hit for 30. And so it'll be nice to block that entirely, of course. Footwork Deflect, perhaps. So Footwork for 1 less dex than after we play Apotheosis with it, but it's okay. There's Apo. We win! And yeah, this fight's going to be much easier. Don't have to worry about playing less cards. Just go, and I make sure to remove the artifacts before playing Terror, and then let it rip. Very happy about this turn, of course. It's dead, by the way. Wow, that's a lot of damage. And very important to have burner on 4 going into both the Act 4 Elite and the Heart, as Act 4 Elite will always hit you for at least 40 on turn 2. With not only that, you've also drawn 2 burns on top of your deck for that turn. And that's making your turn worse also. So having the burner to negate that turn is huge. And then on the Heart, of course, you want it to be on 4 or 3, but preferably 4, as there's an equally likely chance it'll hit you for 67 on turn 2, as it is to do the multi-hit, and blocking either is pretty good. But of course, the bigger thing about that is in the future turns, when it cycles all the way back through, then once again, after it does the buff turn, it'll then get negated immediately, which could matter. That one turn earlier, being on 4 instead of 3, can matter quite a lot. So we do get there, burns on 4. And Happy Flower is nicely lining up with the burner being on 4 here as well, keeping it on 2 is very cool. So we're happy to see that. And to thump, Deep Pulsing Dread. Act 4. Upgrade a card, probably Gamble. Can keep the Gamble around if we happen to use it before playing Apotheosis, which would be nice. Everything looks bad here. That is affordable anyway. Pretty much just Poison Stab and Upgrade Pot there. But we have Apotheosis, don't need Upgrade Pot. Our potions are rather premium anyway. And we will be getting hit for 61 on turn 2 here, by the way, as the shield is buffing on turn 1 here. So we are very happy we're going to be taking only 5 instead. Casually blocking for 56 on turn 1 without even really trying. And look at that. So that would have gone down to 7 times 4 and then take 21 from the back. So yeah, we would have taken quite a lot here if we didn't do the thing. And I turn around preemptively for next turn just in case I can't turn around this turn. Because I know that the spear, or the shield rather, the left one, hits for a lot on turn 3. And you want to be facing the one that's hitting you for the most, as it does 50% more damage if it's hitting you in the back. And we really want these poison, or these blade dances to start doing something. So happy to find those. And 1,000 Cuts is cooking. 4 damage per card. Total. Of course, split among the 2 things. Excellent. And really want to kill the spear this turn before taking this 48. And yeah, we're looking very strong. Of course, Eviscerate's still relevant even in this late part of the game. Eviscerate is such a strong attack if you can find those good discard cards. And another Blade Dance Plus at the very end, sure. And Ink Bottle as well. We did find a Vajra at some point. Apologies for mentioning that, but of course that's where the 1 innate strength is coming from. And then Ink Bottle, every time we play 10 cards, we will gain 1 card draw. Or we will draw 1 card, rather. Is a better way to say that. And that's going to be very good here. We're playing a lot of cards. And it's, more importantly, doesn't cost anything to put it in play. It's just completely free draw every once in a while. Healing quite a lot here. I remembered to Artifact Potion, please clap. So only be taking not too much. And getting multi-hit here. So that's unfortunate. This only locks for 15. But I suppose the big hit only gets blocked for 22 anyway. Or in this case, how much would it have been? No, obviously it's 45. I'm being silly. I'm being silly. Yes, getting big hit with the intangible is obviously much better. So take a lot here, but that's okay. Managed to weaken it. And do I want to double the after image? Perhaps. I keep drawing here, surely. And then, okay, there's after image. So now I'm like, okay, let's double after image instead. That's fine. And that'll let me comfortably keep playing all my blade dances and whatnot without feeling like it's going to do damage to me. And then over time, the kunai dexterity will be way more significant than footwork could ever have hoped to be. Poison Stab, Sucker Punch, Survivor. On Ascender's Bane, probably keep the gamble. Usually, of course, you want to keep the cards that say Ethereal on them. that are bad for you, but in this case we could actually retain the gamble, of course. And yeah, we should be good here, to be sure. So much damage, wow. And that wasn't even with Phantasmal Killer active, now we do have it active, so this should be brutal. Pour one out for your boy the Heart. My god. Yeah, we can't even kill it here. Because we met our quota for this turn. Gotta just pass. And with Burner on 6 here, taking no damage, we may simply end the fight. I'd probably disrespect the Heart a little bit here by just playing some other cards that don't do damage, with killing with 1,000 cuts. Death by 1,000 backflips. Yes! And we've done it. So definitely some very spooky early Act 1, or Act 1, Act 2, looking pretty scary, but once we started scaling and we got all of our ninja relics going, we were unstoppable, and we were very happy about that. Meat on the Bone, of course, a MVP here. Meat on the Bone, absolutely massive. We would have certainly died without it, no doubt about it. Hopefully I mouse over that to see how much it healed us for. 96. That's quite a lot, though less than I expected, to be honest. But yeah, it was mostly in Act 2 where it really mattered, that healing from that. We really needed that, of course. And yeah, I thought that was a very cool run. Lots of backflipping, lots of blocking, lots of drawing cards, and of course, very satisfying. So if you're still here, how have you not subbed? How have you not liked the video? Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a beautiful day.